Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to my clean girl aesthetic kind of morning. By aesthetic, I literally just mean like kind of like my everyday routine. This is gonna be a voiceover. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just wanted to do like a little intro just so I could say, hey, what's up? Let's jump right into this video. Okay guys, so first things first, what I'm doing is making my bed. Now, if you guys are not new on my channel, you know I always start off by doing my bed. And the reason is it kind of sets my day up for being productive, if that makes sense. It's just something that I've taught myself to do ever since I was young. It helps me kind of just like get my day right. I feel like if I don't make my bed, I'm just gonna go straight back to bed and my day is not gonna be productive. So yeah, this is what I like to do, just make my bed and move on to my next step. Now, the key for me to get my energy levels up in the morning, instead of coffee, I drink water and take vitamins. And this just basically helps me kind of like create energy, because before I needed coffee. Like first thing when I wake up, I would take coffee. But now I find that this is just a healthier way to basically start my day. Okay, so now it's time for my shower routine. And first things first, I'm using a Dove bar soap. And the reason I use these Dove bar soaps is because this is my first step of cleansing my whole entire body. This gets rid of the sweat, the oils, and the body care products that were on my skin the night before. This is like the first step, you guys, and this just makes my skin feel so nice and clean. And not to mention, you guys, it smells absolutely amazing. You probably have seen me use the white one before, but the pink one, it just smells really, really good. So yeah, I'm using a towel to basically continue my cleansing. So this is me just scrubbing my whole entire body down. This is kind of like part of exfoliating, but it's not like my exfoliating routine. This is just basically just cleansing my skin. Now it's time for my exfoliation routine. This is the part when we're scrubbing and we're getting rid of all the dead skin cells and we're making our skin nice and smooth. And I'm going in with the Dove Almond Cream and Hibiscus Body Wash. You guys, this one smells amazing. This is definitely my new favorite Dove body wash. It just smells so good. It's the first time I actually used it. Absolutely loved it. But yes, so we are using an exfoliating sponge to basically scrub down the whole entire body. I highly recommend using the sponge or using some exfoliating gloves. And the reason being is over time we build up dead skin cells, we build up sweat and dirt, and that can basically give you that rough feel on your skin. So when you're using an exfoliating sponge or an exfoliating loofah like this one, you're basically removing that and your skin is gonna feel so much smoother. Like this for me is a game changer. Like exfoliating is something I don't skip in my routine. And now it's time for my second step of exfoliation. I told you guys I don't play when it comes to exfoliating my skin. But anyway, so I'm going in with the lavender salt scrub for my body. This is packed with so many oils. That layer that you see on top of there is basically like oils, and this has just been so good to my skin, especially during this winter period. My skin has become so dry, so like these oils will basically lock in that moisture and it gives me a nice feel in the shower. But the main reason why I actually use body scrubs is because it stops me from getting ingrown hairs. I find that when I use a body scrub and when I don't use a body scrub, there's a huge difference in what my skin looks like after I shave. When I use a body scrub, my skin is so much more smoother, and this is just something that I found on my skin personally. And I also make sure to pay close attention to my elbows, to my underarms, to my knees, and basically to anywhere else I shave, because it also helps with like pigmentation as well. And don't forget your hands, you guys. Your hands, if you want them to be nice and soft, also exfoliate. You know, nothing too abrasive, just something light like this will get rid of those dead skin cells that make your skin really rough. So yeah, this is also me exfoliating my legs, especially before I shave, as that will be my next step. So now it's time for my shaving routine. Now to do this, I use a shaving gel and also a razor. And the shaving gels that you see here are basically from the same brand, but one is vanilla and the other is shea butter. So I always use the shea butter one. I wanted to try the vanilla scent one and did not disappoint. It smells absolutely amazing. Now, when it comes to picking the right razor, you guys, I always recommend using a razor that's got 2 or more blades. Now this one's got 3 blades and it's just so good because it gives me a nice close shave, so that kind of like stops me also from getting ingrown hairs as well, because you're getting that close shave. So yeah, you guys, these are the 2 products that I use to shave my legs, my arms, and literally anywhere else where I don't want any hair. So this just makes my shaving process so much easier. Okay, so now I'm applying the shaving gel to my arms first of all. The reason I do this is because I personally like to shave my arms, and that's just a preference of mine. I don't do it as much as I shave my legs, of course, but I do like to shave my arms. It just gives me a nice clean feel. When I do this, I feel very clean. I don't know if that's just something that I feel, but yeah, so this is just something I've done for ages. So it is kind of like part of my like monthly, I would say like monthly routine when it comes to my arms, but for my legs it's more like every 2 weeks. So next up, I'm going to be washing my face out the shower, and I don't know why I do it out the shower. Sometimes I do it in the shower, but this day I felt like to do it out the shower for some reason. So I'm using this Neutrogena Vitamin C Grapefruit Face Wash. And the reason I'm using this one instead of like CeraVe or anything like that is because it's helping me to keep my skin bright. And recently I've kind of been struggling with a little bit of pigmentation here and there, a little bit of post-acne marks, and this is just basically keeping them bright, and I've just noticed kind of like a visible difference on my skin personally. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. Okay, then after that, it's time to rinse my face, and this is how my skin is looking. So I like to basically air dry my skin at this point. I just don't want to use any towels on my face, so I just let it air dry before I move on to my next step. Okay, so now it's time for my favorite product ever. It's the Glycolic acid toner. I use this under my arms. It basically stops odor, it brightens my underarms as well, and it's just a really good exfoliator, so it keeps it nice and smooth. I apply it to my elbows, behind my ears, and also on my knees as well. It's just a fantastic product, you guys. So yeah, next up is toner. This is the Pore Zero toner from a Korean skincare brand. I've just basically used this toner for the longest because I like what it does to my skin. It's a BHA based toner. So what this means is it exfoliates deeply into my skin and it keeps my skin nice and smooth. And for those of you that don't know, I do struggle with a lot of whiteheads, so I need an exfoliator to basically get rid of that. So this is what that toner does for me basically. So that's what I'm going in with, and then I'm gonna dry my face. So basically just air dry my face, wait 5 minutes, and then jump right into my next step. And then I'm going in with a facial serum. This is the Niacinamide serum. It's a niacinamide and zinc serum from The Ordinary. This is not anything new on my channel. My face loves this product, hence why I'll never switch it out. I do use salicylic acid sometimes when I get acne, but this one is mainly for controlling my oil because I've got like a really oily T-zone for some reason. Even in this cold winter, I still am producing lots of oil on my T-zone, so this basically keeps it in control. So next up is time for a moisturizer. So to be honest with you guys, you can use any moisturizer of your choice. I just picked out this one randomly. I will recommend using Aveeno, and that's just like my favorite moisturizer, but I actually ran out of it, so I'm using this Pore Zero moisturizer. This one is really good as well, but it's good for a specific purpose. So this one is for dark spots, so if you're struggling with dark spots, you can go ahead with that. But I always tend to reach out for Aveeno because it just cools my skin down, especially after using active ingredients. But yeah, I ran out of it, so I was using this one instead. Now, as this is a morning routine, you cannot forget about your sunscreen. So I'm using the La Roche-Posay sunscreen SPF 50. This one is just so good. Even if the sun's not out, you guys, just put sunscreen on, especially if you've got active ingredients. You don't want to do reverse effects. You don't want your skin to burn. You don't want anything like sun damage to happen to your skin. Just make sure you're putting sunscreen on to maintain bright skin. Basically, all the hard work, this will maintain it. Now it's time for my body care routine. You guys, I want to put you on to this Johnson's vita-Rich body moisturizer. I don't know if I said that correctly. That sounded a bit weird. But it's basically this moisturizer that's got an oil in it. So you don't even have to like add an oil on top like what I do. Like you can still do it. But it's just so hydrating, and look at that glow, you guys. This is the reason why I didn't even need to use an oil on this day, because it just gave me a nice glow on my skin. It felt so hydrated, so moisturized. I definitely think this is like one of my favorite body lotions for the time being. It's just so nice, and not to mention it smells really good as well, you guys. Like, it's so nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have all these linked in the bio, so you guys can always just, you know, check them out. But yeah, so this is me applying it on my legs as well. As you can see, it's got a nice glow to it. So my last step is always perfume. I usually like to go with a body mist and then a perfume, or use just a perfume. On this day, I just literally just wanted to just smell of the specific perfume, so that's what I went in with, and that was my routine done. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching my routine. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking to the end, and I will catch you on my next video.